Sebelum Anda masuk ke video saya, ada baiknya Anda like dan subscribe dulu. Saya beri waktu 5 detik. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's all still to be played for. That top 3 just had a shake-up. There could be more coming our way.
Absolutely. I don't expect these European teams to stay down here that long. They're just too damn good. And, oh my gosh, this plane.
This plane path.
This is a very, very southern west to east plane, which we saw just a second ago. But this one, obviously, just a bit worse for wear than the previous.
Yeah, I'm.
What are you going to do, though?
I know. I think this is going to be very tough for the vast majority of these teams who go north. I mean, I don't think that many teams will be that happy with it. Yeah, okay, I guess G2, aka Germany, might be pretty pleased. But beyond that, you're kind of looking at teams on the southern road will get a little bit of help. Teams towards Primorsk, happy enough. Maybe teams towards Milta, happy enough. But anyone above that is going to have to stretch. Vehicles become pretty much golden at this point.
Oh, absolutely. And you can see the United States making that the backup as far as their drop location is concerned, going on over to Military Island. Eventually, these have to shift. We can't just keep getting these northwestern circles. And I'm just kind of, my fingers are crossed right now. My national pride is showing just a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that maybe we see a military circle here.
I'd love to see a milli circle. If player unknown's in chat, can we just
get that?
Milli circle?
Can we make that happen?
Milli circle. I repeat, milli circle. Okay, over
Please.
and out. But again,
yes!
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yes!
Okay,
Thank you, player unknown.
Here we go. And this is what we mean about the car situation. Wait, we got 2 players in one car. Is it with Brazil and China? Godv just had a passenger, a parasite, clinging on towards the car, and everyone's battling for this. Oh my word. Okay, so finally let's talk about this circle and what this means. We see all the south and the eastern teams finally having a bit of circle presence, but this is not easy by any means because look how many teams are in that Milta area.
All right, look, you know, we've been singing the praises of Korea for a day and a half now, or a day and 1 game at least.
Now we need to see it.
Let's see what happens when they have to go from South George and make that transition all the way to Military Island. This is going to be really, really interesting. We're going to see if these guys are really the truth, as it were.
Yeah, this is going to be the interesting one. This is not easy. They have so many teams to get through. We already see Team Germany moving to Novo, or at least towards Radio Tower, potentially the town just south of the Eastern Bridge. Guys and girls at home, predictions in chat. You've seen the circle, you've seen the plane path, you've seen it all. You have the information. Put it in Twitch chat right now. I want to know who you're backing. Give me that regional bias. I don't care. This is... Oh, no, Kemba, we saw it. No. Anyway, this is the game. Give me your predictions right now. Who's looking good? Obviously, I think that little bias coming in.
Well, look, I mean, obviously the United States feeling great having that military circle. They are a little split up right now. Thailand already making that transition, 4 to a boat, making their way over to that North Shore. Germany, though, has already made their way over, and they're taking over that radio tower early. I am really, I think they're looking really, really good here. Set up nicely for the rest of this game.
That was an interesting looking boat there. We'll move on. Quick rotations. Who is this? Is this Team Liquid? We have Na'Vi against Liquid right now. It's Finland against Russia. Kemba's there. Oh my god, this is insanity. I think I've got... Oh, he's trying off the road. They pulled up a doozy. Unleashes, takes over the train. The run through from Mexi. Oh my god, this is madness. And a doozy keeps going. Can he tap the shot? He's praying for it to hit. But Finland have made it past, but look at what they've lost in the meantime.
I mean, they tried to make something happen there. They had the roadblock, the portable roadblock that just came out. Unfortunately, Russia just crashing right through and just heads up play coming in from a doozy.
Okay, Russia, as much as they did win that battle, they now need to look ahead of themselves. It does slow them down on their approach off that western bridge. That means those compounds they may have eyed up are no longer there for them, maybe feeling that might be taken over. Actually,
is this a bridge camp coming out of Russia?
It might be. I mean, we don't often see this from Senya. If he's the IGL, he will not often do this. Is something that we don't see stylistically with him. Hold up a minute. We have Chris engaging towards your favorite. Zampa has been knocked and flushed. That's already a big loss. That's over by Radio Tower. Maybe Zampa trying to get that prime territory very early for his side, but not expecting that quickness from Germany.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes in, you gotta be expecting somebody to be up there. This is international play, boys. This stuff goes really, really fast here as we see Turkey stopping by, gonna get the boat. Levi's trying to come and see if he can maybe scout something.
He's just scattered a whole lot of bullets. Turkey are gonna unleash. He's gonna have to ditch the car in the water maybe at this point, try and make that final stand. Smoke's going up. Where's his support? They're trying to surround. He's not alone here, but he is getting all the attention. Turkey need to be careful. There's a fine balance in this. A beautiful death, making the run, having a look. With that mini to hand, he's got a chance at it. Nives staying very low to the ground, trying to just stay below that head peak sort of height here. You can see him crouched down, staying very low to this, trying to buy time for his teammates to come in and get some support here.
That was good communication from the Vietnamese team. Levi's wanted to stay in position, see if his squad could provide a little bit of support. They said, no, we don't have line of sight on this. We don't have the angles. Try to make it back to us, and he's doing just that.
Really nice play. I'm not sure if Sixmo's going to get an angle. A beautiful death has just crossed the line where he does know that Vietnam can now see him, so he needs to be careful himself here. A beautiful death. Might need to fall back. I'm looking to see if there is vehicles here. I don't see a boat, actually. So
there was one for Turkey.
There must have been one for Turkey, because that's what they were already kind of looking towards. But they might have to just consider it's time to go. But Mert's now been pinned in. This might have been them outstaying their welcome here. This could be a problem.
Yeah, this is going to be trouble, but they need to get into that boat. Here we have Chinese Taipei already 4 deep, making their way across. There's a crate just hiding out in the water. Mark 14, gotta feel like they'd love that.
I love that gun so much. It's still probably my favorite to take out of it, if I'm completely honest. But I am an absolute trash player compared to anyone on the server, so what does it matter what I like? Vietnam looks like they're going to try and move away from this, maybe feeling there are no longer boats available. Look to the next option. Korea on the way, out in the western approach. Looking for vehicles themselves. I think Aqua 5 living up to the name, finding a little boat for himself. So that could be their approach. We do see every team now looking to find their way forward, but it's all congregating around where currently Germany are pretty much residing. It is going to be on that radio tower. Yes, you have Team UK towards the east. You have Thailand towards the west side of it. Russia in the south. Finland heading towards it as well.
It looks like Turkey almost got that boat stuck. I'm not even sure if they did or not. It looks like they... Oh, looks like they're out of there. Okay. Very, very fortunate. Pio getting a little bit aggressive there, trying to... you got to assume at this late in the game that there's not going to be any boats there in Primorsk. But, I mean, Korea is just in a tough spot right now with the exception of Aqua 5. It looks like they were looking to see if they can find something else. Fortunately, they're just going to have to pile on in. We see the Vietnamese team running... Gonna have to make their way to this western bridge.
It all looks like it's on a bit of a knife edge at the moment when you look at the Mili Island, isn't it? It's as soon as you get that engagement, it's all going to come through. It looks like Finland and Russia are getting very close by to each other. Chinese Taipei have made landfall, so they will be at least safe for now. You do see Japan not far off it either, somewhat of a similar approach. I do like those southern hits on this island. I think it's a nice way to go. It very phase-esque. Russia taking a very strong area. The side slightly towards the south of the radio tower. Very nice area. Can find a lot of fight off the back of it. Germany well geared though, clearly. Chris already doing some damage early on, and you can see these boys happy to be up here. They did move away early from the farm for this.
Majority of the teams putting all their chips into the pot, thinking that this thing is going to go west, east rather, favor that radio tower. We see Australia going to take a few shots. What a shot from Shai Wei, and he's going to get 2.
Oh no, that's such a loss for Team UK. This is a tragic performance. Not brilliant work from them at all. Trying to maybe look for more areas to go towards. They had 2 players still towards Novo, and they maybe tried to overextend towards one of these compounds. And just simply put, it felt lackluster to say the least.
I mean, these are some really, I want to say, hopeful rotations here coming in at this point in the game. Yeah, I mean, sending 2 down to that area, you got to believe that is going to be populated by somebody here, as we see the boys from Turkey have made landfall. This is on the very southwestern beach of the island.
I do want to check in with Korea here. They are just coming past Primorsk in the blue. We do have Turkey on the southern side of this, and it's going to be tricky. And actually, this is not the circle that maybe Germany was expecting. A little bit more central on the island.
A little bit more central. They still should be okay, but you can see they're actually already hopping into vehicles. You can tell on the mini-map, not particularly caring for that radio tower position anymore. Now Brazil still on the north side. They hear China making their way through. That is 4 deep in a boat. Can Andy FPS get an angle on this? Doesn't look like it.
No, but Brazil did look very bloodthirsty before. These guys are quite a danger when they get into it. China going to make their move. They're trying to head through.
Oh, there it comes.
And a couple of shots out, but it's ambitious to say the least. But you never know, it might work out. But now shots from the other side. No easy approach, Michael. Good connections.
Oh no!
Summer takes the dip, but it's not good. Michael's nade could be huge. Does the damage. He's going to back away. Not quite deep enough here. And now return fire comes in. They have made the land. They've made it on towards the beaches. Michael now in danger himself. Tagged up, damaged up. Nate's good, and he's just going to take a dip. Just about makes it away, and now it's on Vard. He needs to hold the cross, he needs to play smart. Did December 12th hear him? He certainly did, but does it matter? No. Vard is looking good for this. Expects the next angle, but he does lose out on the fight for now. Mad98 going to fall back, maybe reset the fight.
Some hero plays coming out here from the United Kingdom. They managed to take two. Summer taking out himself. And Mad98, and it looks like Gavi going to try to bail out of this from the north side of Novo, just making their way into the circle.
Michael, at least for now, can get off those hills. Looks like he's just onto the bandages. I'm not sure if that's his choice or if he's trying, not go through the med kits yet or the first aids. But you see Vietnam picking away at the scraps that were left on the bridges. That's over towards the western side. Beyond that, everyone trying to just center up here. A lot of them are towards, I call it mini radio, towards the east side, basically, of the actual milli base itself, around the factory area, some towards the hills, some towards the south. No one really want to be committed into the milli base itself fully, it seems. You do see Thailand not far off it, and maybe Russia considering the ideas of it too, as Vietnam do eventually make it across the bridge.
Korea has made their way into circle, still in boats on the very far southern part of the circle. As we see Chinese Taipei trading nades back and forth with Russia. This is a scary spot to hold here for Milch.
Wait, Leo's found a bit of an angle here. I think they could breach over the top of this. Senya is safe, but his teammates need to be careful. Uber and Aduzi, or even if you are Russian, looking across the way. They need to be careful to not overextend. It looks like the call's been made. Definitely heard the footsteps on top. So Russia's in a predicament. They can't overpeak anymore, and they're quite stuck to this, but it looks like Chinese Taipei will peel away from this. They have at least quelled the threat for now.
Well, you look at the mini-map, you got Turkey is about to be coming over the top of this hillside here.
4 players, 1 car.
Oh, this is dangerous. You never like to see it. Turkey not getting that line of sight just yet, though. So it looks like Chinese Taipei should be safe for now. They're going to take some passing fire from the Russians on their way out.
It looks like Japan's actually made a bit of a play towards the radio tower. He's close by, but hold on, we'll come back to this because it looks like Canada might have some pressure here. K-Mind and Drassel not far off this, though, and they'll happily react. Vietnam wearing cars, so I'm sure they've heard this pull-up from them, and have they got a spot, or has Vietnam managed to find a bit of a defilade here? New circle gonna hit. Let's see where this centralizes up on, and right towards Finland, USA. The bend in the road just north of that factory side is kind of slap bang in the center. We see the last couple of teams make their way in. Korea has finally landed south side and late, but still in the circle.
Yeah, this is going to be on the far southeastern side of this circle. There are the Brazilians coming in on the north side. A lot of boats still available, fortunately, for all these teams making their way across late.
Andy, and don't go near that boat. Danger boat, danger boat.
Just stay. Okay, he's good. All right, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. Looks like Canada and Vietnam have pulled off of any fight that they may have been leading up to there. As we see, they are making their transition into the hillside.
But we have to look towards Canada now, going quite close towards Australia, because Australia are set up on this, and it looks like Canada might be getting engaged one early. I'm surprised they kind of actually unleashed this quick. Good tags coming in, and actually a lot of danger now for Canada. They could be on alert, red alert. The alarm bells ring. Canada hit the floor, but look at Zoidmate, look at Vasily, instantly looking for a new angle. Going to try and find a new way to punish the boys. You see Drassel trying to maybe find a bit of leverage, but he's not got any to be found. Chris has been confirmed in the meantime, as Zoid has gone on the low ground, trying to provide another angle, but the smokes instantly go up. Nice play from Canada, building a bit of a bridge to get themselves into a safer position. Use the kind of deeper side of this hill. Good nades coming back through, trying to keep Australia at bay. Moody trying to maybe lead the way with Drassel here towards the high ground to find an approach.
They did a great job there, Canada, as Australia had a good, had a lot of land to work around here to come in for a flank. Canada realizing the position that they were in, immediately throwing those smokes down and repositioning.
And again, let's keep tabs on what this means in the bigger picture. We need to look at the central area as well. Look at the amount of teams already trying to get that very nice, very, I guess, hilly area. Hold on, K-Mine's found an angle, and K-Mine doesn't need to be asked twice if he wants to go at that. That's a nice pickup on Zoidmate. He was your kind of heavier fragger for Australia. Luke not having the performance he's had as of late here yet, but he's still one of those players who certainly could. But if Canada's starting to feel, if they're feeling confident off of that pick, they could keeping that pressure up, because it looks like just northeast of them, Vietnam's not far off. So Australia need to be very careful to not get pinched here. And also Argentina is starting to have a look as well. So a lot of the teams on this northern kind of ridge that runs across this new circle are now looking their way.
Yeah, a lot of space available for these teams to work around, but also you see a lot of teams on foot. You know, you're not going to have the information that they're right there until you're right on top of them, and that could be the case with Canada here as they're pushing right into Argentina. As we check in with Turkey, Finland's still managing to stay alive for
Sneaky
now as a duo.
Yeah, Canada right next to Argentina. Hold on, Michael is still trying to stay alive. That's towards Aqua fight. Oh my word, Korea. This is not the day we expected for them. The eastern circle, the southeast circle coming in has really hindered their progress. Late towards the position, but Michael looking too hungry. Eyes too big for his belly maybe here as he tries to make a bit of a dance on the cross. Gets caught on the way, but he's safe for now in the circle. It moves further away from Team UK, Korea, Japan, China. Germany all now need to find a way forward. Canada moved at the right timing here. They moved up at the perfect time. Now Argentina are in a bad spot because Turkey are lingering in the back lines.
You gotta wonder who is gonna win the battle for these hills to the north here. USA have a spot. They have the General's House. They have 3 strong, I believe 3 strong. It might be yet. No, actually 4 strong. So they have a good center circle spot here, but you gotta think this north side hills here is gonna be the key as we see Korea trying to make their way in from this southern side.
Japan's making a bit of a run for it as well. Mexi does his show. Look at the patience, the trigger discipline. He took his time and now he strikes. It's Udir chiming in as well. Going to get the steal on towards one. Samti and Mexi though show their position and now they're in danger. Now they're in trouble. Yes, it is going to be going okay, at least for them. The knocks are there, but now everyone knows their position and they are in the middle of this bloodbath, this absolute madness area. This is a very, very scary position. Vasily gets a bit of a, I guess, an answer back here towards K-Mine and Go. That's Luke Worldcraft joining in, and here we go. Samti up to task. 6mo goes down.
2 health when he turned on that, and that's going to be another kill picked up for Finland. Samti going to go down to Udir May Fire, though. They knew the risk as soon as they opened up, and now the whole eastern side of this circle is turning into a bloodbath.
You know what? I like what actually Australia have done. They've got themselves in the military compound themselves. Teams really like to abscond away from it, but this is a nice play from them. It's very, very relaxed. It's calm. This is good. Iroh is going to make a run for it. Get out of there. No running. No hiding. Pome. Perfect connection with the Kar-98. Valia makes an appearance against Japan, and that's them eliminated. But look at this. We're 17 minutes in, and we've finally seen the first team fall.
Korea's still trying to make their way around, but they are getting shot at from literally everywhere here as Great Britain, the duo from the United Kingdom, making so much noise on this edge side here.
They've got nothing to lose. They're just madmen at this point. They want every fight. They're just going to do what they can. And I kind of like it. If you're going to go out swinging at this point. They're certainly not looking good on the board. And here we go. Korea currently sitting in very much prime position, but not in this match. Russia are going to see this. They are skylining like absolute silhouettes up there. Very easy to be seeing. And Inonix goes down to the blue. Must have been tagged up and then got called out. A doozy taking the time for the shots, and they need to dodge all of this. This is a scary run. I don't know if they're going to make this in. Pio's barely alive. They're holding on. How much can they avoid here? Russia is banking on these shots to hit, but Korea is still alive. Oh, Pio's finally gone down.
This is absolutely nuts. Somehow, Loki has managed to make it in, though. A doozy and Uba just laying the shots down, but unfortunately for them, not going to be able to get both of them. But Loki still has to make it across the street.
Oh, Loki.
Oh, dear.
Let's see if you're up to any mischief here. Trying to make the run, utilizing the smoke they still have. Maybe engagements upon Russia might allow them time to move. Uh-oh, Michael, you're in danger. Run away. He can't make it out, and a beautiful death will gift him anything but that as Loki, again, trying to make it forward. And he hits the deck. How is he alive?
He made it into the circle. Vard's live for the United Kingdom, as well as now Thailand trying to make their way through Germany. They're going to find Brexco, and now it's Udir May Fire is the only one up left for the German squad. They've got a long way to go.
Yeah, Thailand going to be sweeping through that area. You do have the Finns still out towards it. Udir May Fire in danger, and there it is. Thailand's going to pick it up, and Germany go out in 15th, considering that early position that they claimed. Quite surprising. And now Finland outdoes them. Look at Mexi. Look at him waiting here. Uh-oh, Thailand. Are you going to check on this? Are they still aware of this position? Mexy's heard it. He knows someone's close by. You can see that aim instantly tipping up. He knows there could be someone cresting that hillside, but shots just about ringing out everywhere here. This northeastern side is gonna get bloody.
You can see everybody trying to make moves here. Silzen, they're going to be making their way in from this north side. I mean, this is all still the hillside here. Argentina, Brazil, all these South American teams, these South American brothers, and here comes Thailand.
And he tries to turn it around. Is Rusty's there to get it for the trade? Surely going to come through? No. No answer back. If you make noise at this point, everyone's going to look your way. And Thailand losing out on numbers here. That's not what you want. And already you can see everyone starting to just ready the defenses. Anyone trying to come in ahead of them. Argentina starting the sweep on the eastern side. Duckman still makes a stand, but how long can that last? Not too long as Mexy replies. It's Finland finding it. He takes down Duckman's, and that's going to be another team gone. Finland do fall in the process, though. We are looking like we're getting towards the top 10. 12 teams still stand, 31 players. This is scary, this is deadly, and there's Brazil trying to fight out the blue, and that's not going to go well. Argentina hold the line, but they hit the deck. They're under pressure themselves.
I mean, they're in so much trouble right now. Silzen's going to take out Andy FPS. That's going to get the flush on it as well. Raji is down, now all down to RDNX.
Who makes it out of this circle is the big question now. 11 teams. Bao, the name they love to say on the desk, looking to have his name said a couple more times. Canada trying to find their way forward, but look at this defensive line. We're looking like we're in the top 10 now, as we did see Korea fall while all this happened, and Brazil lost down their last player. K-Mind aware of his weak spot, going to try and find his way forward, but you still have Sapao up there. You still have all these players. Look at them patient. Oh,
Vasily!
Vasily from downtown finds him, and he creates room for Canada. But Australia, what a great play from these boys. Striking while the iron was hot, moving into the perfect position, and again, points being made for them.
And Sapao still on the run here. He's going to get some shots sent his way from range, but are full for Argentina right there. He's got one frag grenade. I don't know if he saw them or not. He sees the smoke, though.
If he peeks that ridge, he's got maybe 2-3 kills there. They have no idea, but how much can he do from that? Sapao has to be perfect in this play, and I don't think he wants to give away the game. Canada are on his heels, and it's moved south again. All these teams do now need to move. USA, Argentina, Vietnam, Thailand, and Canada all have to find their approach, and Australia, but they have a very close way to go. Sapao! Oh, the nade could have been everything, but they check on it. Pome knows all too well what you're up to.
Heads up play coming out of Argentina, but they still have a long way to go. They got to make it through the United States and get across the street into the circle, and everybody is looking this direction.
Drassel feeling the pressure. Luke 12 going to start coming into his own. Argentina trying to find a way forward, but it's the USA holding them back. Sharky's there, Bahawaka, here comes the nades. Valiant finds his, but it's a compound breach, and that's a brilliant hold from Valiant. That's what you want to be seeing. That's digging in your heels and holding on here. We still have at least a player standing, and I don't know for how long. I'm pretty sure the USA knows they can hold this for a couple seconds longer, but they now need to think, how do we get into that new circle? Because Canada is about to try and leapfrog.
Valiant hears the footsteps from Rybox. He's feeding that information to the team. That's going to be another one going down. United States has picked up a couple more kills here for themselves, but they still have to make their way across the street.
But there goes Canada. It's going to be Australia finding them. This is a nice kill game from Australia. They have done really well to find those rotations. Vard is still alive. And, you know, the hard exit has not happened yet for Team UK. Vard's still making the move. Fire comes in from Russia, though. Not what you want to be seeing. An open field and very few options. It's feeling very UK right now. Does end up going out in 6th, but a good position, at least for them. A bit of a swing up there after a bit of a poor start, but maybe that Eastern Circle helps. We're into the top 5.
And we have not even mentioned Chinese Taipei yet, holding down this compound right in the center. They have 4 members alive, 4 points of view being watched thoroughly by every single player here.
The USA are under fire as well. Chinese Taipei are going to just hold this down. They need to ensure they do not get overwhelmed or lose sight on one of these angles. Bahawaka trying to create that avenue forward. The smoke wall gets put up. Bahawaka with that 24 as well to hand. That could be big. Merc going to send a nade right towards Sharky, though. I don't know if Sharky's going to be in range for it. No, he wasn't. That does fall just slightly short there. Merc going to go for a second. We see USA making a bit of a mad dash for it, desperate to try and get in. Australia, in the meantime, focusing their attention towards the south side here.
USA has this smoke wall set up to get across the street. They're going to have to use it here pretty soon here. All right, Bahawaka making his way across. They have the wall. They have the bodies across the street just as they need. Chinese Taipei does not have line of sight onto this, but they do onto Australia, as Australia's having to move around on the north side of this.
Oh, they're about to clash here. Poro, this is scary in the north. Australia, I don't know if they know how close the USA are at the moment, and that could be a big surprise for both sides. USA and Australia right next to each other. The blue going to force them just a little bit closer, and the circle. Chinese Taipei has that all day long. 4 players alive, as you said, hard cover to play from. Russia engaging towards Mert as well. And as soon as Australia make a bit of noise, you're going to have to see the response coming out from the USA. Mert, though, not going down without a fight. And there we go. First contact made. Valiant doesn't get the kill he wanted. Bit of a dangerous cross, and the nades are coming through. Valiant, you've got to get away from there. What are you doing? Get a move on. These guys are wanting it, and there's the nade. Inside finds it. And now you can see the USA are running. Valiant getting punished for that sort of complacency.
Yeah, that was just a surprisingly lazy play coming out from Valier there. Baja Walk and Shark are going to try to stay alive, but no, Luke 12 going to spot him out. Baja, what can you do from the bush, my brute?
And there we have it. Luke 12, hungry like the wolf. They're making the push. Baja Waka, it's go big or go home. You're the last man alive. Spray on one. It's not perfect. It's not good enough. How is he standing? Wait, it's Chinese Taipei. They just bailed him out. Oh, Australia get picked apart from all sides.
And Mert, the solo from Turkey, is making some huge plays here late game.
That is insane, and somehow Baja Waka gets away with his life. Mert is stepping up. A doozy goes down. Chinese Taipei taking every single fight they can. The USA falls. We're in the top 3, and this is a whole lot of individuals against a whole team.
I mean, Chinese Taipei, they've had this game for quite some time. This is a 4v1v1. What can Mert do? He's been spotted out. We've also seen Uba get spotted out from the wall. They've got a long way to go to get into this circle. Looks like Mert might be actually safe for right now.
Yeah, but Uba certainly isn't. He's in a whole world of trouble. Eyes looking towards him. There he goes. We're into the top 2, and it's Mert against the world. Surely this is going to be Chinese Taipei. He tries to make the fight, but it's not good enough. Chinese Taipei!